Ooh, looking around, looking around. Make sure I got some sound. Yep. All right, so today we are entering on a Monday. Top movers are looking like TNXP, ETTX. I don't know what that is. Let me add that over here. ETTX, AGRI. And that's about it right there. Then in the low floats, we have SIGA. What's up, GD? SIGA, RDBX, getting some volume there. So we'll focus in where the volume is on Monday morning and see what can hold green on the day. All right, let's flip over here. Street Smart Edge. SIGA took a nice little run up in Friday, but now coming on down. I kind of figured it needed to dip a bit. It is red on the day, so we're steering away from those. TNPX, very small movements here for TNPX, but it is green on the day. RDBX. Let's see if we can spot some of these high of days. High of day was a 550 up here on RDBX. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Lori. So last week, SIGA and TNXP were up on the monkeypox news. I did trade that on Thursday, but Friday I didn't get any trading on it. So, but I did see SIGA rip up there to 15 bucks, but it's definitely gonna need some pulling back. So it'll probably need a couple of days to be where it's tradable again for a long position. AGRI. Of course, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but the baby formula. We got 132 pallets of baby formula from like Germany, Switzerland, and all these places. But Biden has been trying to ramp up the production of baby formula. So you may see stocks that produce like whatever goes into the formula, like these agricultural, a lot of these farming stocks, they may be getting some pops there, and that's why they're getting the pops. He's ramping up that production. All right. Let's continue to look. INDO, let me see. Oil did go back down, hit it under the 110s. TNXP. How big was this rip? From the 275s up to the 284s. A nice little 10, 15-cent rip there. Nice and green on the day. I like it. Staying green on the day. A nice Monday morning. RDBX going on down there. Okay, nothing, no news that I like. Let's hop back over here to the scans real quick. See if there's anything else I'm missing. CNSC. What is this thing? Concert pharmaceutical shares rise after, oh my goodness, that word. I can't do it. Clinical. Oh, scalp hair loss. Okay, nah, I'm not trading hair loss when we got not smallpox, but monkeypox out here. Right. ETT. I don't like that. Okay, so I think we're watching what we need to be watching for today. Uh, these that have the most volume, the most interest here, except for CNCE and ETTX. I don't like those, but these other ones I do like. Good morning, SB. Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think we're seeing what we need to see. All right, TNXP still coming up to this top level resistance here of the 291s. AGRI continue to grind up as well, both holding green on the day for now. But it's only the first turn of the week, so you know, we'll see what these hive days are looking like, what these pullbacks are looking like. ETTX, don't like that one. RDBX kind of flat. Woo, down 10%. I knew this thing was going to be coming down today. Oh, man. I love technical analysis. And I'm going to wait till it slows down. And I'll keep my eye on what's going on with the monkeypox, because I don't think people realized last week how contagious monkeypox are. Like, and what the symptoms of them are. I was like, do people not understand what this means? But yeah, it's basically a nice big fear play for the people that do understand the disease. What's up, Lightning Rick? All right, so TNPX finally pulling back some, made a high of day up here at the almost $3. RDBX coming on back down. So we're gonna see who's gonna be that stock that's gonna hold green today, and or if we get any new news dropping. But as for now, TNPX and Agri are the top movers. Okay. Lightning Rick says these people that write books on technical trading, I wonder how much they make off their books versus trading. I don't know, man. I think Agri looking like it wants to pull back a little bit. Made a high up here of the 335s on the 15-minute as well. Looking like it wants to pull back a little bit. CBIO, Donnell called out. Looks like a little up almost 200%. It opened at 90 cents, so it's only moved about 20 cents out of the open. We'll see how this thing gets attacked to the downside. What is the news on this one? It's a question. CBIO. Looking at the daily chart here. News press release: Catalyst Biosciences sales complement portfolio for 60 million. Okay, so they sold a complement portfolio for 60 million. That's the news on it. TNPX taking this nice little dump there. That's what I'm waiting on. Show me that high of day and show me what kind of range you got. The SPY slipped down here to the 390s, back up to the 393s. SIGA continue to go on down. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. Agri probably going to be taking a little dip here soon. Kind of slowing down around this 335 level. May need to come back and test the 325s. RDBX had a little settling point here. Lower volume though. Volume is not in competition with some of these other ones. Only almost 3 million shares traded when these are getting like 20 million shares traded. So just keeping an eye out on it. RDBX was that entertainment stock. It's been going up for some reason. I don't know why entertainment would be going up, but hey, it's on the watch. It's a little bit more dangerous because the weak news, you never know when people want to sell off. Oh yeah, and you can actually check out our Discord now. The Discord, it's in the chat right now. You can also go into the description of the live streams that'll be in there now as well, and get into the Discord to continue your conversations after the stream. So you don't have to go out to the website anymore. You can just get into the Discord from here at our streams or on our videos. And it's a great place. Come be a part of the community. Talk about everything investing and entrepreneurship. And wow, RDBX is pushing up to that $6 quite heavily, making that high of day there. New high of day. So still has not done any kind of setup that I like. Haven't seen any obvious trends. So just being patient and waiting. The SPY pushing up to the 394s. Let me see what oil's doing. Oil is still floating around that 111 level. RDBX into a halt. 632 is the high. So let me go check RDBX's news because something's up with that. RDBX does not have any kind of news right now. Let's look at it on the daily chart. It's into a halt. Came up here and pushed back through all of this selling pressure from 613 down to the 320s. I don't know. I wonder will shorts attack it here, or would they allow it to get on up? I don't know. That's a lot of sellers getting pushed out of there very quickly. And I'm pretty sure they're going to come back with a vengeance up here at the top. 613 crash. TNPX or TNXP Trying to get back out of there as well, but on the 15 minute, it pulled back to the top side of this candle of the 288s. Yeah, Siga's gonna be going down for quite a while. Not gonna worry about touching that today. AGRI basing out at that top of the 335 again. Let me see when RDBX is going to be unhalting here. RDBX halted at 9:52.25, so it should be opening up at 9:57.25 if it's a 5-minute halt. Got 3 minutes left on that one. CBIO, like I said, it's very small range compared to the price. Opened up 91, came down here to the 90s, and then went up to the 114s, and now it's probably going to just consolidate here, especially on that news that it has. Not great news. Might be a chat room pump on that one. AGRI coming on down. So now we can start seeing our obvious trends set up if they're going to set up. If not, we'll just come back tomorrow. But we do have our high of days set out here now. 293. We'll see what these obvious setups want to do. Gary says just made pre-market high on NAS. Made money. Nice. What is NAS? Gary, what NAS? What is that? Let me see what he called out. Oh, you're into futures. Okay, got you. I was like, what is that? Got you. I just had to look up a little bit on the chat. TNXP closing its range down in here. I don't like how it's closing it down. I already made that high of day. SPY on the 15 minute, we can see it got up here to the 394s and gave back $1 quite quickly. Oh yeah, SIGA's going on down. Go on down, baby. SIGA might be the and I was talking to Ben about this about the monkeypox. I was like, man, SIGA might actually be like a Moderna type move. But you gotta wait for this dip though, because it's lost 16%, but man, that thing can move. And with it going down, I'll be very scared on TNXP because TNXP is following the same sentiment. So if SIGA, the bigger one, is coming down, I think TNXP's got a good chance of following it down as well. All right, so SPY, Agri, dipping on down there quite a bit. So we got a high of day up here at the 335s, which it has moved away from quite a bit there. RDBX did open up as well. I forgot all about it. Threw a little wick up there to the top 650. Let's see if it gets smashed or does it want to continue. It has no news, so I don't know. Pushing up there a little bit. Very bot-like movement here, bouncing around. People are very scared to hold this top. So we're going to trade what stays green on the day. Right now, that is AGRI, TNXP, CBIO, and RDBX are still holding green on the day. RDBX does not want to slow down, so not giving me any type of setups. Continue to push new highs, so it's going to be very hard for it to get back up here once it does fall. TNPX did start following the sentiment of SIGA, coming down to $11 now. Look at that. Wow. Coming back into this previous consolidation from yesterday of the 10, 11, 25-ish level. So I want to see it consolidate in this level again here on SIGA. We got a resistance and then a little bit of support down here. We'll see if it can just kind of live in this area and start getting bought up here again at the $11. But that may not. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to trade it today because it's red on the day, like really red. So I'm not trading it today. I'm just watching it into this this consolidation here. Down 20% since the open. So no trade on a long position. INDO, let me see what oil's doing. Oil is still coming down. Coming down under the 110.50s. SPY. Let's see what we got over here coming on down as well. All right, RDBX. I don't know if it's going to give me any type of setup with this kind of range here. I don't know. CBIO about to crack down that $1. And TNXP also cracking down. So right now, the only thing is green are RDBX. And I don't know about CBIO. TNXP breakdown of the 259 would definitely be taking it red on the day. Only 10 cents away from that 259 is giving back plenty of profits here on the hour chart. Had a little explosion up there and came on back down. That's why I always like to just watch on Monday mornings, because you never know when this kind of move. If you wait, you can kind of see this and not get caught in some kind of trap. Especially on Monday morning with the bots active. SPY taking a dip down to the 390s. Very strong dip there. Dip into that 9 EMA on the hour chart. Let's see if it holds under the 390s today. Let me check the overall market watch as well. Market doesn't look horrible. It's got a lot of green out here in the for some reason, which is kind of crazy looking at what the SPY is doing. AGRI back red. SPY falling again. Yeah, Gary. The SPY is not playing any games out here. CBIO trying to hold up that $1. Very small range. The breakouts on this one is like maybe 2 to 3 cents. So very small ranges on that one at $1. TNPX only up 3% now on the day, which is not looking great. Let's watch RDBX though. The $6 is looking like could be a hold point. Previous resistance or previous levels down here is from the 537. Previous consolidation, or actually this will be support. Support here, then support down here as well. I already made the high of day. Can you start showing us some type of trend? Intraday trend here. As for we'll wait to see what RDBX does, but as for these other things over here, the higher floats, we see Bank of America PBR up 2%, Bank of America up 4%. Everything else is kind of big down, more downward than up. We see Rivian back down in the mid floats, Rivian, XPEV, SQ, Roblox. Much of these other ones taking some dives. And then the top mover in the mid floats is the MRO. But yeah, for us in the small caps, a lot of little dipping. But I am interested in RDBX, trying to get back up since it is holding green on the day. Actually, let me look at RDBX on my other charts to kind of map out what it can do. RDBX came down here. The 612 will be entering back into this where the shorts were last, or the initial starting point of the shorts winning. So a crackdown of the 612 would be quite interesting to see what happens there. Let me switch over to the price. Right across here. That will be quite interesting to see how it holds that level. Let's go back. On the yearly chart, it did get quite a pullback off of the $2 up to the 6s. Indecision on the monthly chart coming right in here. The high here is the 692. Weekly chart, the previous body here looks to be the 684s, which has already touched the top body of that descending candle there. So we'll see what it wants to do above the 612s. CBIO still holding green on the day as well, up 10% since the open. Holding right above the dollar on weak news. 65 million shares traded on it. RDBX dipping on down. Yep. So we got the high of day. We had the dip. We'll have to see how it broke down that 612 level though. Will it come back and try to attack that 612 is the question. AGRI did go red on the day. TNXP continued down as well. Wait, whoa. That shouldn't, wait. Let me go to Discord. Yeah, that should never go invalid. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I wanted it being change a setting in here. It may be what it is. Because that would be the only way that would be invalid. All right, there's a brand new link right there. I just dropped in there for the Discord. That one definitely should bring you over. What are we watching? RDBX. And this is what I'm saying on like ones like Siga, they'll have a little bounce that you can play the back side of the move, but the shorts are winning so much. It's just almost like fighting an uphill battle with the shorts. Oil is about to break down the 110.12s. SPY, Agri trying to stay above. What's up, Daniel B? CBIO slightly pushing up. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. See, the thing is, if a setting change, it does invalidate the code. So he had to change something last night or something, because I literally just put that in last night. So if you have any problems, just let us know, and we can definitely get you access. And that means I need to go back and reset all of my Discord links then if that one changed. SPY coming on back up there to the 390s. Okay, okay, okay. CBIO getting on back up there above that 110 level. Look at there. Still holding green on the day. This is why I like looking at those green stocks, because they have the potential to do short squeezes. Coming up here, this flat top of this one is looking like the 113 that it just touched after making a high of day at the 115, so about 2 cents away from the high of day, holding right above that $1 level. The news isn't great, but also let me go and check and see if this thing has any kind of CBIO. CBIO shelf registration from, what is that, January, February, March 2021. So got a little shelf registration there. It may be a little bit choppy today because of that, especially with the weak news. But we shall see. Wow, Siga getting pushed all the way back down there. So glad, so glad. Man, see. Wow, that means TNXP is about to, yup, look at that thing. Taking off to the downside, following it. Oh, yeah. All right. So top two stocks, RDBX and CBIO. In the low flow area, I mean. Actually, that might be on the day. Top two stocks of the day. RDBX. Let's see what your range is looking like here. Your 15-minute doesn't look great. So I'm gonna wait for that 15-minute candle because right now it's struggling around that 612 level that I was telling you guys about earlier. That 612 is gonna be a problem for it. CBIO getting on up here, touching the top, or almost touching the top again at the 115s. Finding a little bit of resistance there again. Looking like it wants to get on through there. 115 is the high. What will the breakout look like on this one? Or will there be a breakout? I don't like it. Coming on down. Will it crack back under the 110s here? And we see RDBX trying to get away from that 612, but do the shorts want it off of that 612? Getting pushed back quite quickly to that 613, 612 area. And if we look over here on on my TOS, you can see it. This was the area that was marked off here, 680s down to the 612, and it's struggling right there at the 612. So very dangerous area to be there. Coming down heavy to the 110s on CBIO. And now we're seeing a little bit more of a setup here for a trend. We'll see if a trend can be validated here. It doesn't want to get crazy. Trying to stay away from that 612, trying to stay over the 625s. But on the 15-minute, it does have a lot of work to do to get back up to the top side of the 664. SPY coming back green on the day as well. Get a nice little pop back through. Came down, tested this 390 again for a double, well, an intraday double bottom. And popping back up here to the 393s. Still on the hour chart, big indecision there. Right. CBIO pulling all the way back off this 109 level. Top side still the 115. It's getting some volume here. Millions of shares getting traded, but this is a cheaper stock, so that's expected. RDBX still trying to hold up. Let's see if this can be a validated trend here or not. It's held this level for quite a bit. 612 breakdown be a mighty push into this buying pressure, previous buying pressure here from the 614 down to the 588. So it could take a nice little dump here if it wants to. Okay. CBIO looking better and better up here. Looking like it may break out, but I want to see how this thing breaks out. Is it going to be like 5 cents or what? 115 getting hit there. A lot of volume coming through. 115 and shorts. Oh my gosh, man. Shorts are comedians. They are comedians, man. They hit that thing so hard right there. So we do have a double top here at the 115 struggle point. Resistance. I don't even think I looked at CBIO on the charts. Let me see what it looks like on the daily chart and everything. And yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of resistance ahead of it, but it doesn't have good news either. Okay. So CBIO losing itself, going back down towards that $1. And we do have a new high of day. But the problem is with these cheaper stocks, they don't follow the pattern like they should. And the rejections are really, really harsh because a lot of shorts can get in, especially on a cheaper stock like this. SPY coming on back red. Nice little dip down. And the other thing is, you know that there are a lot of retail traders here because you can see the action around VWAP. People are actually trying to buy this thing at VWAP, not knowing they're going to get burned here. You see how it's like bouncing right there at the VWAP is at the 101s right now, or is it at the 101? Shouldn't be 105 right now. So let's see how big the dump is here through the 105. Lot of red coming on the tape. RDBX trying to invalidate this trend, trying to continue its move higher. I do see that the volume has fallen off quite a bit here on the volume story. Anybody else want to come up and party with us today? Anybody want to hold green? $105 getting challenged. Let's see this dump through it. Are they going to sell? Should be some heavy selling at 105. Yep, there's the volume coming in there. Getting more and more of a push here. 103s coming up on the bid. 34,000 shares there. That's how you know this thing is cheap. You got 34,000 shares sitting there, about to get splashed on. RDBX continue to hold these levels here. $6.13. Opening up a new candle. Did hold out a little bit. So at this point, the old trend, it'll be the 593. Could be a backstop on this trend if it crashes back into the trend. We'll see how it handles holding up the 593s though. CB, whatever, is right above the $1. About to become a true penny stock again. So yeah, I think this was a nice little, observation day where, I was looking to play things that were staying green, but not looking to really risk it on something that's not giving me my setup though. Very dangerous at the bottom here on CBIO. All it needs to do is crack that $1 and people's probably gonna start selling, heavy selling. Coming back up to that 105 previous support level, becoming resistance there. And test that $6 again. The volume here has definitely changed, going from about 3 million on some of these candles down to about 1 million. Let's see what these next candles do. I think it's continuing to lose volume though. But that 612, break through that 612 is going to be a nice little sign of weakness there. AGRI still an indecision on the hour chart. Had a bounce down here 296. Trying to get back out of there. So we can draw a trend here on the 5-minute. See how it holds out of that trend. Coming back barely green on the day though on AGR. Too steep for the 15-minute. Okay. This one's still holding right at the $1. Very small range here. 2 cents of movement back and forth. RDBX, are you finally ready to crack down? At this point, 595 will be the test point for it if it does come down hard and heavy. Okay, a little bit more indecision there. Continue to try to hold up. The hour chart doesn't look horrible here. The body of this candle is a 625s. So it is slightly staying away from the previous trend, but we'll see. Give it some time here. Doesn't want to get below that 612. I want to see it get above this indecision here, 627. I may take a stab at it and see what it wants to do over the 627s. But just waiting. AGRI is also, AGRI is less interesting. 627, can we see it? I can use this as my risk. 615 for this break, if possible. Can we see 627s? Nope, nope. Can we at least hold the 20s? Nope. There's 612 on the bid. That's not good. That's the weakness point. That's the fear point. Let's see what happens on the break of 612 here. Should be a nice move down. Can't break it yet. Holding there again. Okay. Give it a little bit of a chance here to hold above that 627. Back under the 20s just that quick. Okay. Go back and look at this thing isn't holding up. Well, there's another 20 shot. What do you want to do here? Why are you taking so long to just take off? Back under those 15s, it's going to look like it's starting to die. And let's also keep in mind the volume here coming on down to 500,000 shares on the last one. So it's losing that push volume that it had at first. All right, SIGA down there, INDO, Agri came up a little bit, has another trend as well. We'll see if it can hold out of the previous one for Agri. There's the 615. So let's see this push through the 612s. You'll need to hold over to 627 for me to enter here. Yeah, kind of just stopped moving a little bit. CBIO holding up that dollar. Somebody does not want to crash a dollar yet. Trying to get back up and out of there. Will it take attention from AG, or which one is I watching? RDBX. Who's gonna be the one? $15-minute chart. I don't know if this thing even has it doesn't really even have an uptrend yet. It's just kind of been all over the place since this original rip. AGRI coming up here, back to this level, back into the trend. On the hour chart, still not looking like it wants to get over this body. The body of this candle is 318. Finding some more resistance there at the trend. And now on the 15-minute, we can see it a little bit better here. So the bottom of this will be a 10-cent risk here. 10-cent risk to the bottom. Just holding in here. I like it. May take a little bit. What's the bottom of this candle? Bottom of this candle is 612s. Can we get over that 627? Yes, we can. Just a little bit. What's going to be the action up here, though? Very, very bouncy there at the 627s. Holding those, well, 26s back up there. 28s, will it get knocked down here back to the, okay, 30s, 31s. All right, so I took some there. I'll be out. I took just a little bit. 615 is my out right now. Very small entry just to see if it can continue going. 615. So got my stop out down here and looking for it to get out of there on Roblox. CBIO pulling back. This one, AGR, is another one that's looking like it wants to try to stay up. Finding some more resistance there, testing the trend a little bit. This bottom is the 314. Interesting. Interesting plays here. This will be a 10-cent risk down to the 308s if it can't get going up. Don't know how much I want to trust it, but it is right here at the break point. On the 15-minute, it doesn't look absolutely great there. And the volume has kind of come down as well. So I don't know about that one. But this one, RDBX, I move up to break even if it can push out these levels. Top side is the 645. Break even right now will be the 635s, 637. Agri, still playing around these levels. Can you start getting some big momentum down? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna fade there. Don't like that anymore. RDBX did get up to the 640s. And at this point, let's see, what's this? 637 will be my out. Break even. I can always get back in. 637, 638. Needs to start getting that push though if it's gonna get it. Let's see those 50s break. Looking to move up to my break even here if it can push over the 50s. Can we see those 48s? Heavy 48s to the 50 buy. There's a little bit of buying there, okay. So 638 break even is becoming my stop out here. So it'll be either it's going to be a nice winning trade or it'll slam down and get me all the way out, break even. Next one I was watching was CB. That one's going down. AGRI. Taking a break here, running out of volume as well, but it's still green on the day just a little bit. So it's questionable. RDBX, if you want to snap down, you get me out break even. There we go. All right, so 650, 649 will be locking in a little bit of profits. That's my new out, 649. So either way it goes, it'll be a green trade, and we'll just continue moving it up and looking for it to continue its little coming up here to the 660s. Can we get to those 670s on RDBX? '75s will be Perfect. Opening up a little bit high there. Okay, 665s. Can we get the pop out? 70s. Bottom of this 15-minute candle is the 658. 658 new out. Knocking out. Well, actually, no. I'll leave it at 650. There's the 70s. Nice. Coming up to those new highs. All right, at this point, 659 is my out. Looking to see if it can get any more help up here. If it comes down for a big crash, it'll be a green trade either way it goes at this point. All right, CBIO. AGRI still coming up here. I like this. I like it a lot. Bottom of this one could be the 313s. But where is that volume though? Look at this volume story. I do not like that. Okay, so throwing a wick up there. If it starts to fail back under this 665 level. So I could put mine at the it is at the 659 level. So a crack back under this level would get me out. Can it start holding those 75s is the question. Little short pressure there. Can we start seeing those 70s up there? '70s, can we see 75? All right, there's 75, 76s, but we need to see those on the bid. 71, 72s. Having a little trouble staying out of this range. 665 breakdown. Yep. Got me out there. We got the new high. We can always do it again. Doesn't matter. Just looking for it to just exit this range. I did play it small because it doesn't have any news on today. So it wasn't something, oh, wow. AGRI did get up above this level, 324s. Volume did come in there a little bit. Maybe a continuous grinder up. Let's mark this new trend. At least we know AGR has some new sentiment. RDBX coming on down. New high of day, so we'll have to redo the whole thing. Made the high of day, gonna have to come up and test, and then possible entry for higher. But right now it has a little bit of a flat top here at the 665 that I was looking for it to hold over. Resistance right through there. So that's an obvious little flat top there that I'm not willing to play with. Hmm. 325. RDBX coming on back down. Will it consolidate under here and then retry the breakout of the 60s? It's only 20 cents away. Wow. AGR is feeling itself. Okay. Oh my goodness. Right up there to the top. Hasn't made a new high of day yet. Flat top at the 335s. We'll see if it can start holding over the 335s. Resistance. So all of that's invalidated. Okay. Still green on the day though. CBIO came back up to what, the 110. So now it actually has a nice little trend here, double tested. And for a stock this cheap, I would probably only do something if it's double tested because it can fall at any moment. All right, 650 is coming back up there, but still too steep. Still too steep there. CBIO coming up and testing that trend as well. AGRI giving everything back. It did go up there and form a new high, but now giving back all of this under it. Have to wait for that next test of that new high. And I'm looking for obvious stuff. Even if it doesn't continue, I'm putting my stop where I just get out. And either it's going to give me a super big blessing or it's going to just stop me out above my break even. SPY coming on back down as well. CBIO jumping up there once again. So this will be the new high of day, a test of the trend, and now we need to see consolidation back above the $1 and then a break. So what I'm looking for. RDBX previous trend is right at the 632-ish level. So we'll see if it can hold out or hold above that 592 today. Previous bottom 588s, support level. And we'll wait for another obvious setup. CBIO up to the 110s again, getting knocked down. Yes. Yes. To with the Canva setup. Cost. How do we? Okay, back to trading. Let's see what we got. RDBX still hasn't given me what I'm looking for. CBIO fell in that level off of that trend, so that was a new high of day, test of the trend, and I want to see consolidation above that $1. If it just crashes out, oh well, we won't be in it. But yeah, consolidation here and a retest of the 110s would be preferable. A break through that 110. And plus the volume is going down on Monday morning, so it's whatever. I'm okay walking away. SPY is at let me read some of these chats too. Something's Lori says something's cooking with PIK. Look at PIK. PIK. Okay, I don't know what's going on with PIK. Do they have news or something on PIK? No news, and their daily chart kind of looks mysterious over here. Took this little dip. Let's look at their 4-hour chart. They got up a little bit, but the volume is kind of low compared to everything else that's moving up. RDBX trying to hold up these 50s, waiting for it to get slammed here for a new trend line. CBIO breaking through there, so it's invalidating my trend there, so can't take any trades there yet. Did it make the high or did it stop short? 116, and then this one was 116 is the flat top. Okay, so getting held there, that will be almost a triple top there, and seeing some rejection there. So after a triple top, it's going to have to make a new high of day and then start the process all over of setting up the trend, and I don't think it has that in it. I'm looking for a high of day, retest of the trend without getting absolutely faded, and then a break. RDBX, looking for some slammage. PIK still sitting still. INDO. INDO is back under the bottom. My previous buy on INDO was 1476, and it went on up and I sold into the highs, but now it's coming on down. And looking, oil did break down the 110 levels. So yeah, definitely coming on down. I just posted that Discord link. I'm gonna have to go in and change my automation to this link or to a link that's actually working. But yeah, join the Discord. We continue conversations over there. If I have any updates about the stream times or anything like that, I'll put it in the Discord and you'll get an automatic notification about that. As soon as I start live streaming, you will see the notification. I mean, the second I hit the button, you'll see the notification that I'm live streaming. But yeah, come and be a part of the community. We talk about everything entrepreneurs, going towards entrepreneurship and investing, and trying to be smart in the markets, especially in the bearish markets that we've been having. There are definitely opportunities out, but you just got to be in the right place at the right time, and understanding the sentiment of the people. CBIO back down to that $1. See, now it's picking up momentum to the downside. We saw a little crash, and now it's picking up momentum. So I don't like that. And out here on the hour chart, we can see that it did double top on the hour chart. So that's a big bearish signal, especially on a stock this price level with that news. AGRI trying to get back up there. Coming back up to this flat top of the 67 on RDBX. Looking for it to get destroyed off of this 67. And definitely come back down to, we'll see if it holds this previous trend. This trend is not straight. Well, we can see the flat top working on the 15-minute. We don't have to really look at a trend. We know it's working. But now we do have a new trend, a new short-term trend here. Right through here. I want to see that thing come on down. Can you hold up the 587s and retest higher? AGRI. It's had problems with the 335 all day. I'm looking for a higher dip. So its previous consolidation here in the 315s. Can it consolidate higher than this, or is it going to come down and form a shoulder here at the 318s? SPY ripping on back up there. Came on down 390s. Formed that higher level there at 394. Ripped a little bit more. So SPY coming back. AGRI not looking good, just holding here like that. Looks like about a double top on this one as well. RDBX starting to respect this trend a little bit. We'll see if it comes on down. Oh boy. Okay. Market still looks quite green. Not a whole lot of red. So yeah, the SPY coming back through is definitely powering up some of these stocks. Some of the higher price stocks, higher float stocks. We look over here on the scans. We see Bank of America up 6%, PBR up 4%, Apple up 2%, Ford, Microsoft up 2%. So yeah, they're getting a little bit of attention up there as well. People playing the sentiment of those stocks that follow the SPY. But yeah, RDBX starting to follow that trend line. Can it hold this 580 something? Good morning, Ben. Only took one trade, got stopped out. Pretty much break even on RDBX. Yeah, I don't know. Pick is kind of sitting still. I don't really know about Pick. Very low volume. Too much competition on the board. Oh my goodness, RDBX absolutely slashed down to that 584 level. Look at that. Right at that bottom. Okay, so now the question is, can it hold this and retest the trend? And at this point, look at the hour chart. Look at that momentum picking up. That don't look good at all. Oh boy. That's looking real nasty right there. Okay. Glad I left that one alone. If it won't follow the rules, then just let it go. I wonder is AGRI gonna do that same type of move? It's been holding just like that around this level. And the SPY coming on up to the 395s. Mm. Oil is back over the 110s, but not a lot of action on INDO. Usually, if INDO is green on the day and oil is going up, it'll get a little bit more action. But if it's red on the day, it's usually dead. Okay, so we're finally seeing AGRI coming down as well, but it's not taking a huge dip like RDBX did through that 612 level. RDBX, where you at? Actually, over here on TOS, it actually looks exactly like it did 30 minutes ago at this point where it was finding resistance once again. Gold is up and Cosmos Atom over 12. Hmm, nice. Back down to the 612s again on RDBX. Looking for it to start picking up selling momentum around this 612 level. SPY trying to rip out again. The high right now is the 395.50-ish level. Does it want to rip? I bet Apple and Tesla are having some type of fun up here. Let me see what Apple and Tesla. I thought that was Apple. Hold up. Apple and Tesla should be having the same type day. Yep. Going on up. 137 all the way up to the 141. That's a $10 move on Apple. And then Tesla. Tesla came up from the went down to the 640s, where it actually opened around this level. Looks like 653, dropped down a little bit, up about $10 as well on Tesla. RDBX all the way down to $6. About to break down. So this is what I'm looking for, obvious trends going long. And this is not what we want to look for on the day, especially with the volume dying out. CBIO trying again. This is insane. How many holders are going to be around this $1 level is the question. People still buying above this one, hoping that it goes higher. AGRI starting to wake up a little bit. Pushing up there to that 335. So let's see if we can start holding up those 335s then. New high of day. Getting shorted there. Come on. CBIO also going up as well. That was a from the $1.17 rip. Let's see if they'll push it back into this level. It only ripped out what, 5 cents, 5-cent breakout there. But we'll have to see the end of this candle to make sure that it's only 5 cents. AGRI flat top could not get over that 335 once again, failing there. So not looking great. CBIO. Made a new high of day, so gotta start all the way over with the trend. It's like the shorts are trying to keep it within this little range. I believe a crash under the one is going to be explosive downwards for this one. RDBX going on down under the sixes now, looking to break this 587. Our chart no longer looks very nice anymore. So the next possible buy area may be out of this 530 range if it comes on back down here. ATRI all the way back down into these levels. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 big failures back into this range. I don't think it's exiting this range again. I think the shorts want to see this thing back at 50 cents. Okay. So for today, we saw some pretty nice movers. Let me look through some of this news now that we kind of see things are dying. NIO shares are trading lower in sympathy to Xpeng after the company reported Q1 financial results. Okay, so that was some earnings that's got it going down. Cruise, Carnival Corporation. Let's see. Why this cruise stock and analyst is cutting its price targets and following Carnival debt offering. AMD, U.S. morning call. Wall Street points to slightly higher open. Wall Street bets stocks largely up pre-market. AMD, Nvidia, Micron present a Computex 2020, or present at Computex 2020. AMD showcases industry-leading gaming, commercial, and mainstream PC technologies. Okay. Nvidia is probably going to be doing about the same thing as most of these tech stocks. Tesla around that 661. They always post stuff like this. If you invested $100 in Tesla 10 years ago, this is how much you would have today. And then people go in, they buy as it dips, and so they pay bag holders. It's like, nah, bro. Let's see. Tesla closed below the 700s. Elon Musk called ESG a scam. I don't even know what that is. AT&T CEO expects Fed maneuvers to trigger bumpy landing. AT&T Inc. announces expiration and upsizing of its tender offers for 63 series of notes. Ford analyst raises price target by 10%. Ford Pro leading companies into electrified future with electric vehicles. Okay. Apple opens Wuhan store, says this feature makes it unique among all China outlets. Apple analyst hints at imminent launch of next iteration of this key product. What key product? Slew of new hardware. I bet they're doing new hardware. All those hardware have their software in it, so they can't be replaced by anybody but Apple. Let's see. This chip supplier, China struggling, blah blah blah. Okay. PBR never really gets great movements. No news on today. Bank of America, Market Watch, Bank of America raised its minimum wage to $22 an hour. Okay. So that's cool, I guess. XPEV, that it just had earnings, moving on sentiment of the EV stocks downwards. Rivian just had Ford analysts. Okay, so nothing dealing with Rivian. Roblox, no news. AMC, another Wall Street bets, whatever. NCLH, debt offering. SQ maintains buy on block. Block's price target to 145 from 165. Plug. No news on today. No news on today for DraftKings. Oxy. Why shale drillers are pumping out dividends instead of more oil and gas. Occidental announces tender results and upsize of cash tender offers for certain of its senior notes. Then American Airlines. No news on today. Okay, Cornerstone Total Return Fund announces the resumption of its rights offering, and it has been dropping. SIGA. Let's see. Let's see. Market watch. Monkeypox is something everybody should be concerned about. Okay, yeah. Technology is down nearly 7%. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Was a big old drop in that thing, and it's continuing to drop on SIGA. Veru is one that has been moving, but is losing its range. It's moving smaller and smaller each day. ANF. Okay. So yeah, just going through the news, everything else we pretty much looked at. Roblox is probably just going to be bumbling around the $6 for a while. And CBIO, I don't know what that thing wants to do. It's kind of a weird one. But yeah. AGRI coming back up to these 335s once again. Continues to find the resistance there. Okay. All right, we got a couple minutes left on the stream. I think I've seen everything I need to see for today. Um, is it anything else that you guys were seeing on Monday morning that looks like it was getting some type of news that may have not gotten the attention that it probably should have this morning? Um, that's what I'm looking for, is that catalyst. I know I know Biden was ramping up the production of baby products, or not baby products, but baby formula, which is why Agri and some of these other little manufacturing companies that produce products that go into baby formula were getting a little bit of a kick. Then I also know the monkeypox was going up or whatever. So was watching all of that today, and we saw that SIGA definitely moved down quite a bit. I'm looking for more news on the monkeypox and what kind of actions that they're taking to contain it. But I would love to catch it early rather than late. But if those stocks are all going down today, I'll play them on the next day. It'll be a cheaper price anyway. And then INDO oil is almost back up to the 111s. 25 cents away from that. Over here on oil, got a nice little buyback up, dropped here to the 109s today, and rebounded all the way back up here to the 111s. A lot of wicks there, a lot of indecision on oil. All right, so it is 10:30. If you guys are going to continue trading, definitely be careful in the markets. I'm about to log off. I only took one trade, got stopped out about break even, but whatever. Growth is growth, I guess. But we'll come back tomorrow and try to look for some obvious setups, obvious breakouts, and try to capitalize on them. Hopefully, there'll be even better news because sometimes it gets kind of sloppy playing these continuation stocks because they have these randomized movements in their little wave. But yeah, that's it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Appreciate your input, Daniel B and Lori and DB, and I just said Daniel B and DB at the same time. DB, Daniel B, being tuned in a little bit. Donnell, GD, SB, Lightning Rick. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Gary, I know he was playing futures this morning. Hopefully he did quite well on that. And as always, be careful in the markets. Things are looking quite crazy out here all the time. But, it's the markets for you. But yeah, I'm going to go eat me a little bit of, wait, no, it's only 10:30. I'm not eating lunch yet. I'm going to do some work and then I'm going to go eat lunch. But yeah, appreciate you guys. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.